This is Katie Hunter from MMA UK. I'm here with your winner, Will Curry. Will, congratulations.
Woohoo!
They were vicious, vicious elbows at the end.
Hellbows.
They were true elbows. How did it feel to be dropping those bombs?
Felt good. I mean, my trainer Gintas Bakauskas, he really works us like dogs. Me and Modestus are like killed in our sessions. We're begging for mercy, and the man's just still looking at us like not good enough. And then I've got to also shout out Danny Batten from BST. My thumb, I was sparring Modestus, and Modestus kicks like a mule. And I sort of blocked a kick sort of a bit wrong, but long story short, my thumb got dislocated like 4 different places. And Danny Batten is like our genius in the gym, who came up with the conclusion of putting my thumb flat on the ground, and he pressed with his heel. Don't know where he gets these ideas from, but he popped my thumb into place. And
is it in place? It looks a bit weird still.
It's a bit messed up. I'm not going to lie. Modestus is the Baltic Gladiator, the Phoenix. He's a problem to spar, but sparring a man like him, the best light heavyweight in the country, only gets me more ready for these little middleweights.
100%. Talk to me about the first round when Mark Goddard stopped it. He said that there was an illegal blow to the back of the head, I believe. It looked, from where I was standing, it looks like, yeah, it was the side of the head, but I obviously haven't seen it from his point of view.
Mark Goddard is, in my opinion, the best referee from this country. I love Mark, but we have to watch the replay. I thought in the moment I hit it around the ear. Mark was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" So, you know, he obviously saw it a different angle. But long story short, I'm very glad that the guy didn't take the easy way out. He took it like a gladiator, and he got up and he fought, so respect to him.
Were you concerned? Because I was worried. He was down for a long time and the doctor was in, and I wasn't sure whether he was just going to say that he couldn't carry on.
I don't know. I was calling him some names in there. I'm not going to repeat now that the dust is settled, but I don't know. Maybe that motivated him to get up.
What were you saying to Mark Goddard?
I was just saying I didn't think they were behind the head. Let's watch the replay, you know, because I genuinely didn't think they were behind the head. But as I said, I don't want to make an enemy of Mark. Mark's a good referee. He's the best in the country, as I said. And if he says it was behind the head, then it was behind the head. But I don't know. I thought in the moment I was.
He didn't take a point,
well.
though, did he?
He did. He took one point.
He did.
Yeah. First round was 9-9, obviously, because he took a point. So, yeah, I knew the guy was on the way out. You know, he was getting tired.
Yeah. And how difficult was it to bounce back after the disappointment in March, losing to Mick Stanton? This is your first fight back. How hard was it to pick yourself up? You were the cusp of the UFC then.
I mean, when we say losing in this game, there's many different forms of losing. I call that a Nate Diaz loss. It's one of them losses where you're standing there like, I lost, but nothing happened. I had the internet on my side. I mean, you need the judges on your side, but I had the internet saying I won rounds 1, 2, and 5. Watched the fight back. I had more control time in round 2, and I got up at the end. They gave the fight to him, but at the end of the day, as I said, nothing happened. In my opinion, fights like that are like a draw. And you can look at a few things from that fight. My feet were extremely messed up on the soles of my feet. There were no mats to train on except for the fight before it, and I was warming up on carpet and tore all the tissue off my feet. So that was
we saw those blisters on your feet, and everybody was talking about it. We didn't know where that come from. They looked like open wounds.
In the warm-up, I was warming up on carpet. As I said, there was only one warm-up mat, only for the fight just before, and I tore my feet on the carpet, and that really affected me. I didn't really want to strike in that fight because my feet were just agony. And I'll be honest, after that fight, I couldn't walk for like a week and a half, not because of any damage from the fight, just because the soles of my feet were shredded.
We were all wondering where that came from. Wow.
Warm-up, no warm-up mats.
Wow, if we have it there again, then definitely we need more mats there.
I will go to Mick Stanton's changing room and take his mats from him. He didn't win that fight. He didn't win that fight. Fuck him.
So
and hey, I'm going to UFC where USADA is. You may think, oh, I'm not on anything. I'm like this because I train like a fucking animal and I'm a Viking warlord. Mick Stanton, fuck you.
Is that a rematch you would like?
Thumb nipples. You know, like that, Mick Stanton.
If he won tonight, that's a rematch you'd like, Will?
Nah, Darren Stewart, I reckon, is going to get the rematch. Not that I wouldn't take the rematch if it was offered. Of course I would, but let's be honest here. Mick Stanton's not going to fight me again. He already turned me down before, and he fought like that Fontes guy. You know, you got to understand, I'm not one of the most duck guys in the division. This guy that I fought 8-2 black belt from the favela, he took the fight 3 weeks ago because no one wanted the fight. So they were like, right, we've got to get the Brazilian in who doesn't give a shit. At the end of the day, you know, I know I'm the one that's going to have the career in the end. That's the memorable career in the UFC, going to go down as a British great, and people can say cocky, I'll prove it. I'm going to go down as one of the greats. Mick Stanton will just go down as some fucking gear monkey who won a belt at the end of his career.
Who do you see winning out of him and James Webb tonight?
I don't care. Leon Aliou sparked James Webb, so how's he the champ if he wins? And as for, again, another juice monkey, James Webb. Look, this is all a joke, man. Who cares about Mick Stanton and James Webb? These guys are going to go and do fuck all in their career. I'm the one who was fighting Christian Leroy Duncan on my second fight. I was fighting Dario Belandi on my first fight. I have never had a warm-up. I've never had easy fights. I always say yes. I never say no to fight anyone. I'm the real warlord here. I'm not on steroids. I'm going to go to UFC, and with the USADA, I'm going to fuck everyone.
When are you going to UFC, Will?
I just got to keep winning fights, but I'll take it now if they offered.
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to see what is next for you. I don't know whether it's the belt. I don't know if you can find someone who won't be ducking you.
A lot of these guys are beating and sparring as well, you know what I mean? I'm not going to name names, but I'm the guy in this division, man. I'm the champ in the middleweight division. I spar the best like heavyweight in the country, for fuck's sake, do you know what I mean? Like, and I spar, and you know, also I want to shout out Lucas Klinger. That man got me ready for this fight. We did a great 3 rounds a couple weeks ago, absolute war in the gym. And because of that sparring, I feel like when the guy had me on certain takedowns, I was able to get up because I was used to 105 kilos on me rather than, you know, this guy.
Amazing, Will. Another incredible performance. Love the elbows. Want to see more from you as soon as possible. When might that be?
As soon as. I'm always asking to fight. There was when my friend, my bro, big bro Modestus knocked out Chuck. I wanted to fight on the New Year's show, but no Americans wanted to fight me. I'm always down to fight. I'll fight in 2 weeks from now. There's nothing wrong with me. I want to fight. I'm broke. I got no money, man. You know, everyone talks about, oh, the Brazilian from the favela. I'm like the UK from the favela. Except it's kind of weird, isn't it? Because it's like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm poor. I'm not gonna act like I'm very lucky. My parents are very, you know, hard-working individuals. You know, solid middle class that have been able to support me in my career. But I want to make money so I can buy my dad an Aston Martin. You know, sort out my mum and actually make something, because I'm sick of going to places and I can't buy shit. You know, I can't go on a date with a girl and I can't even buy anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's embarrassing. But I'm just training, I'm training until that day comes where I can just sort my whole team up, be like an umbrella for my whole team, and you know, when it rains, there's me with the umbrella for my whole tribe.
I love that, Will. I can't wait to see you back in there. Congratulations.
Let's go, man.
Yes.